Alright, so boobs.
The scene starts when the Spot turns himself into the anti-spiral and dips in honestly the coldest manner I've ever seen. The music and everything just makes him go from an average villain to a real terrifying threat. Anyway, the place starts to collapse and Gwen pulls a Captain Price. They skedaddle and outside starts looking like the end of an Avengers movie. All four of them instantly get active with Gwen and Hobie holding up the building and Miles and Pavitr moving to save people. But like Queso on a perfectly normal platform, it just wasn't enough to hold everybody and the web snapped. Everybody locks in and start moving mad, and what's crazy is that these two just met but already pulling crazy alley-oops like Braun and D-Wade. Miles chucks the people out of the building and Pav does this crazy yo-yo spin move and drops them safely. That's not natural team chemistry. You can't teach that. Pav notices the bus with this girl about to fall over, and you know superheroes get a 10+ overall stat boost when a nice moms is in danger. Bro would have never moved this fast if she wasn't there. While he's having his homecoming moment, Gwen gets a ping that there's a canon event coming and should watch out. I know a few canon events that all of us have been through, trust me. Meanwhile, Miles' spider sense goes off and he's about to go off to save the captain, but Gwen stops him. And this right here is where we should have known it. Cause what you mean you try to stop bro from saving someone? We should have known this girl was a problem from the moment Miles introduced her to him parents and straight up called them by them government name. Like what? Dr. Umar warned us real.
These white women are dangerous.
And we see that Miles saved the little girl and the captain, and everyone out here giving bro his props, especially Hobie, and rightfully so, he earned it. Miles and the gang get called back to HQ, and how the hell does Hobie fit all that hair under his mask? I guess when you're just that cool, it just happens, right? They pull up to Miguel and bro, Miguel, you are not Piccolo. Nigga has his back turned with a slow decline and everything. I promise you bro, we see the fit. But we should have seen the signs that this man might have been unhinged, because why the first thing he does is chuck a whole ass bin at Miles? Bro was aiming for the head too, I know y'all saw it. Miguel explains the entire concept of canon events and how they're an essential part of every Spider person's story, particularly the death of a police captain close to Spider-Man. Miles starts putting the pieces together and it's like, hold up, my dad is going to be captain. Meanwhile, everyone is closing in on him like it's some damn intervention. And is it not crazy that they're basically telling bro that he has to let his dad die for the plot? And even the GOAT Spectacular Spider-Man is here. And personally, I don't think him of all people would side with Miguel. His entire philosophy is centered around him not looking the other way.
All you have to remember is to look the other way on occasion. On any occasion I choose.
I can't ever look the other way again.
But hey,
It is what it is.
Miles is like,
No, fuck that!
and rightfully so. Miguel wasn't taking no for an answer and lock him up. Like, bro, how dare you try to save your dad? And Hobie, being the realest nigga in the whole room, reminds Miles to use his palms and he ends up breaking out. Miles skedaddles the fuck out of there and Miguel must have had that chase down artist equipped because bro is on go immediately. Bro starts the largest Discord call and tells everyone to get Spider-Man. But bro, which one? They even started doing the pointing thing. And what proceeds next is the greatest jump session known to man because the whole block upon Miles' head top. I'ma just let Kendrick say it.
Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20.
Bro starts ducking and weaving and gets tackled by a fucking cat of all things. You often wonder what was his canon event, because these spiders really just out here bite any and everybody bro, cause a blood clot T-Rex come out of nowhere and try to take 2 chomp out of Miles. Bro kept weaving through the place and stepped heel first into a nigga's burger, and honestly Miles, if that was me, would have a box for that. Cause you don't fuck with a man and him food. The camera cuts to bro in therapy and everybody just crashed through the whole place. Now him and the therapist are gonna need extra therapy. Webslinger ups the blick on Miles and shoots somebody else by mistake. Should've turned off that friendly fire bro. Miles got on the horse and stand low and then lift up with the whip, which is crazy. Bro needs to hang up the pistols cause
This thing is trash.
Miles ends up in the local spider gym and does a crazy slide cancel and pull out this person's foot, letting the whole thing drop on them. And I'm seeing a bunch of torn hamstrings and ACLs here. You can't tell me otherwise. Miles kept running and stepped on Sis's head for no reason, and for a bunch of Peters, these are some dumbass niggas. Cause tell me why all of them decide to follow on this tightrope basically. Especially this 4x4 brother. So naturally the web snap and they all plummet. Miles ends up alone and Miguel comes out of nowhere with a legit jump scare. I know it caught some of Uno, don't lie. Miles ends up getting away for a little, but bro never even gets a second to breathe as Miguel comes through the vent and crashes out the building. Miles webs onto a flying car, but Miguel cuts that trick instantly with Jessica following up with a dirty drop kick from the top rope. Gwen catches Miles to prevent him from falling, but bro finally took the teachings of Dr. Umar and freed himself from the Snow Bunny mind control and cuts the web. They end up in this underground city and were gaining on Miles until Peter B snatched him up and they try to hold a reason with Miles. And they actually end up having a heart-to-heart, but Peter's dumbass left his Find My iPhone on and Miguel calls in the whole troop like he was Sergeant Cross.
I want every single unit after the guy.
Everyone?
Miles does his clean pencil dive through the pipes and ends up on the other end. Jess starts talking shit saying that Peter is a terrible mentor, but I mean she's not wrong. But karma comes back to bite her immediately cause she gets an assist from Gwen, but Miles smooths out the way, kicks her off the bike and webs her to a train in 3 seconds flat. After Miles starts capping about having a plan, cause I know you're freestyling that shit on the fly. Miguel manages to grab off his day pass, so bro starts glitching like a 2004 laptop with 50 tabs and a Trojan virus. They end up on this super train to the moon and Miguel claws his way out like a fucking zombie. Like bro, that's pure metal. What are these niggas' claws made of? Vibranium? Miguel starts talk heavy to Miles and I ask him who him think him be. And Miles leaps off with the most graceful twirl into a goddamn spin kick to remind Miguel who the fuck he is and ends the combo with a web ball to the face. But Miguel must have 100 overall endurance because nothing can keep this man down as he's instantly on chase down mode again. Miles got away for like 1 second and Muma right here done inform on him. She never even get a Popeye sandwich, nothing. Just doing it for the love of the game. Now, hold up. Roll it back a little. Miguel says he wants to keep Miles here, yes?
Correct!
And his goal here is to catch Miles, right?
Correct!
Stay with me now. So what the bumper clock was this for, Virgin? Like if Miles never dodged, this nigga would be a shish kebab right now. Miguel is clearly losing his sanity the longer this goes on, and you'll see why in a minute. Bro is clearly channeling that Irish half of his because him said an anomaly word a bit too strong. But the man is really acting like it was Miles' fault he got bit. Like, have you seen the people on your squad? These spiders be biting anybody, bro. Bro grabbed Miles by the throat and the craziest choke slam I've ever seen, and then a whisper in Miles' ear saying that he doesn't belong. That's actually insane. Like, look at Miguel's eyes right now. This man is clearly unhinged. Miles finally reveals his 200 IQ play, and all the spider people were away from home base, meaning it's free eats for a third party. Miles took his mom's lesson to heart that he shouldn't let anybody tell him that he doesn't belong, and big up to all the mothers out there. Make sure to listen to them. And hits Miguel with the iconic,
"Nah, I'ma do my own thing."
And then hits him with the craziest force blast I've seen, and sends Miguel tumbling over like a ton of bricks. Miles gets up and says goodbye to his Snow Bunny one more time before falling off and disappearing. Miguel doesn't even give him the chance and dives off right after him. And I'm telling you bro, this nigga must run on like 10 Duracells the way you can't put him down. Meanwhile, Miles is out here leveling up his sneak skill, powering up the go home machine while invisible. Spiderbite is going crazy trying to shut it down. Meanwhile, Miles is in the middle here, stressed. Like, you know it's bad when you're hopping and shaking your hands like you're waiting on the bathroom or something. And for good reason, cause Miguel busts through the door like a fucking wild animal and starts going at the barrier crazy like some rabid dog. And this man just went on full insane. Just look at Peter's face. This is the face you make when your homie is fully crashing out. Miles looks like he's shitting bricks, and rightfully so because a menace is out to get him. Spiderbite finally gets the chance to reboot the machine, but being a real one like Kobe, she hesitates and lets Miles go. She did more for Miles in those few seconds than Gwen did the whole movie. Is that not crazy? But yeah, that's it. Video done. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Make sure you eat well and be blessed. Well gone.